Raku. They hate you because they couldn't break you. Ah, the weight of their hatred. It's almost laughable, isn't it? They carry it like a burden, yet it was never yours to bear. They hate you with a passion so fierce that it consumes them more than it could ever harm you. Why? Because you refused to break. Because every trick, every lie, every manipulation they threw at you wasn't enough to shake the foundation of who you are. They thought they had you figured out, thought they could predict your every move, control your emotions, twist your reality until you couldn't tell what was real and what was their fabrication. They thought you were just another pawn, another weak soul they could toy with. But they didn't realize you were never playing their game to begin with. And that makes their blood boil. See, in their world, everything is about control. They manipulate, they deceive, they craft illusions to trap others in their web of lies. They wear masks so well, convincing the world that they are kind, charming, respectable. But behind closed doors, when no one else is watching, they reveal their true selves, calculating, ruthless, addicted to the feeling of dominance. They've done it for years, maybe even their entire lives, and it's always worked. Until they met you. You, who saw through the facade. You, who refused to be their puppet. You, who wouldn't lower yourself to their level, no matter how much they pushed, prodded, and provoked. And now, they hate you. But it's not just any kind of hate. Oh no, this is a deep, festering hatred. The kind that keeps them up at night, replaying every moment, wondering where they went wrong. The kind that makes them grit their teeth when they hear your name, clench their fists when they see you thriving. Because in their version of the story, you were supposed to lose. You were supposed to be crushed under the weight of their deception, gasping for air as they stood triumphantly above you. But instead, you rose. You stood taller than ever. You walked through their fire and emerged stronger, brighter, untouchable. That's why they can't stand you. They wanted to see you weak, but all they see is strength. They tested you. They threw every possible obstacle in your way. They tried to isolate you, turn people against you, make you doubt yourself. They whispered lies, hoping they'd take root in your mind. They tried to make you second-guess your worth, question your decisions, believe that you were somehow the problem. But you didn't fall for it. You stood firm, even when it hurt, even when it felt like the whole world was against you. Even when their words stung like poison and their actions left scars, you refused to crumble. And that's what truly kills them inside. Because deep down, they know the truth. They know that their entire existence is built on illusions. They know that without their manipulations, without their tricks, they have nothing. No real power. No real influence. Just a desperate need to control others so they don't have to face their own emptiness. But you don't need illusions. You don't need to lie, to manipulate, to tear others down just to feel powerful. Your strength is real. Your confidence is earned. Your resilience is something they could never replicate. And that, more than anything, terrifies them. You walked away, and that drives them insane. You didn't just survive their games. You walked away from them entirely. You didn't stay to argue, to fight, to prove yourself to people who were never going to see your worth. You chose yourself, your peace, your sanity. And that's the biggest insult to them. Because people like them, they thrive on reactions. They live for drama, for chaos, for the satisfaction of knowing they can still affect you. Even if it's anger, even if it's pain, as long as you're still reacting, they feel like they've won. But you gave them nothing. No outbursts, no desperate attempts to make them understand, no pleading for their approval. You simply walked away. And that silence, that absence, it haunts them more than any words ever could. They hate that they no longer have power over you, that no matter what they say, no matter what rumors they spread, no matter how much they try to twist the narrative, you don't care. You're out there living your life, thriving, succeeding, smiling, and that burns them to their very core. Their hatred is rooted in envy. Here's the truth they'll never admit. Deep down, they envy you. They envy your strength, your ability to rise above, your clarity. Because while they are still trapped in their toxic cycles, still playing the same manipulative games, still trying to control the people around them, you are free. You broke the chains they tried so hard to wrap around you. They are prisoners of their own bitterness, their own toxicity, their own need to control. And you walked away, leaving them behind to drown in their own misery. They hate you, not because you did anything wrong, but because you did everything right. You refused to engage in their petty battles. You refused to let their words define you. You refused to be another casualty of their twisted need for power. And now, all they can do is watch. Watch as you rise higher than they ever imagined. Watch as you build a life without them in it. Watch as you succeed in ways they never will. And that is your greatest revenge. Let them hate. It only proves you won. Let them stew in their own bitterness. Let them waste their time plotting, gossiping, seething. Because while they're stuck in the past, you're moving forward. While they're obsessing over you, you're thriving in ways they can't even comprehend. Their hatred? It's just proof of your strength. Proof that you survived everything they threw at you and still came out on top. Proof that they never had any real power over you to begin with. So let them hate. Let them drown in their own bitterness. Let them sit in the ruins of the empire they thought they had built. Because you have a future to step into. A future they will never be a part of. Now, tell me, have you ever had someone hate you just because they couldn't control you? Have you ever walked away from a toxic person and felt their bitterness follow you? Drop a comment below and share your story. Let's talk about it. And if this message hit home, smash that like button, subscribe, and remember, never let anyone make you feel small just because they can't handle your power. You are unstoppable. And they are just ghosts of a game you no longer play.